Rabada yesterday, what did you make of his run?
It wasn't bad. Like he got knocked down out of the barriers and he was he tailed out, but he was 3 or 4 lengths last coming the corner. He finished just behind more or less the main group. He was making good ground to the line. He's not happy in that going either.
Okay. All right, I'll let you get back to your connections, but also a terrific interview with John Tapp on Friday night. Very enjoyable. You've had a great career.
Yeah, I've had a bit of luck, and it's a bit of hard work as well. But no, it was very good. It was something that you don't see very often behind the scenes like that. It was terrific by John to ask me to go in. You know, it was good.
It's pretty easy to talk to, John Tapp. You've got to get Jack Denham ready to talk to him in a week or two's time.
Well, he's easy to talk to because he does all the talking.
Good on you, Brian. Thanks very much. Okay, Brian Guy. Grecian Village is his runner in the next race here at Canberra, and of course, Splendid Horse, who'll start favourite this afternoon in the Black Opal preview.
Thanks, Matt. Okay, yeah, and Brian Guy, of course, was on the inside running with John Tapp on Friday night. Really enjoyed that too. He's a great trainer, Brian Guy, good fella. Now let's have a look at these horses in Balaclava. They are making their way towards the gates and milling behind shortly a start there. It's Bold Spirit 780.
Over there at the 1200 metres, the line is set, the light goes on. They're racing. Now Edmandy missed it by about a length or so, went back to last when they hit the ground. Stubby Stark has got away well, followed by Short Cheated. Grecian Village is not too far away, nor is Truly Diamonds. Case Regret down towards the inside. Off the track was He's a Bull. Further back behind those Mountain Time, followed further back then Kenquest. In behind those then came Mancini, well back in the field Amescay, and Dorsal at the tail of the field. On settling down as they leave the back and race down the side. Stubby Starkest leads. A half a length in front now. Short Cheated moves to second. Grecian Village down towards the inside, followed further back then Rasdana. Off the track was Mountain Time. Just behind that group then He's a Bull. Edmandy's worked its way to centre field. Further back behind those Amescay, followed then by Kay's Regret, well back Truly Diamonds. And the next one was Mancini, followed by Kenquest. And Dorsal last around the turn in the straight, 400 to go. Stubby Stark is the leader, Short Cheated on the outside. There's a run between those for Grecian Village, followed by Kay's Regret. And the next one was Edmandy running on fairly, followed further back to Rasdana as they race inside the 200. It's Grecian Village in the centre, racing up now to challenge Stubby Stark, has followed further back in the field. Short Cheated, but Grecian Village in front near the line, and Grecian Village held on to beat Stubby Starkers. Short Cheated third, Edmandy a good run fourth. In behind those Kenquest, Case Regret, followed by Dorsal. Then He's a Bull, well back Rasdana, followed by Mancini. The next one, Truly Diamonds, well back Mountain Time, and Amescay the last one across the line. The winner, Grecian Village, ridden by Corey Brown, got a beautiful run between horses approaching the 200 and has held on to beat Stubby Stark as second. And the winner, Grecian Village, is trained at Rose Hill by Brian Guy, ridden by Corey Brown, raced by A. Velos. A 6-year-old chestnut gelding by Paris Prince out of Grecian Holiday. Won very, very well indeed. Stubby Stark has held on well. It's a 6-year-old chestnut gelding by Opera Prince out of Stray Donna, trained by John Morrissey and Glenn Perry. And third will go to number 8, Short Cheated, trained at Canberra by Peter Staunton, the rider Kim Bell. A 9-year-old bay gelding by Blue and Gold out of White Linen. So the numbers will read 5, 12, 8. Grecian Village, a good ride by Corey Brown, and a popular win to a popular trainer, Brian Guy, at Rose Hill. Stubby Stark at second, Short Cheated third.
Okay, race 6 at Caulfield, thanks Tone and Bionic Best, $11, Plot 420, Regal Crown 35, Mamselle Dion.
Racing now, Plot began reasonably towards the inside. Gladden got away okay. Away fast Lucky Rule and Julia Cleo from the outside, with Mazelda Ends hunting up along the inside to settle third. Lost Classic just behind it from Belbon, going up to fifth around Regal Crown. Golden Tulip, Gladden on the rail. 2 lengths distinct, and Plot's got back to second last with Bionic Best last of all, 12 from the leader. They're heading to the 600 metres now, and Mazelda Ends got up along the inside and headed Julia Cleo. Lucky Rule 2 lengths away third. Lost Classic on the rail. Wales fourth, then Belbon the outsider, Half Golden Tulip, 2 lengths to Regal Crown, Plot coming around the outside, Gladden back on the fence, Bionic Bessus coming wide and distinct, one of the last when they swept into the straight. On the inside, Mazelda Ends and Julia Cleo swung a bit wide. There's the run for Lost Classique, and Neville Wilson shot through after the leader. Then Lucky Rule and Golden Tulips coming home. Lost Classique, Mazelda Ends together with 150 metres to go. Golden Tulip chiming in. It's Mazelda Ends fighting back. Lost Classique and Golden Tulip. Mazelda Ends. Oh, what a little fighter. Won it by a neck on the post to Lost Classique and those Golden Tulip. Clear then of Plot, who ran on for fourth from Belbon Distinct, Lucky Rule. Then came Bionic Bess. Back behind them, Lucky Rule, Gladden, Julia Cleo weakened, and Regal Crown has broken down, sadly, just after passing the line.
Number 4, Mamselle Dens, 410 175 Lost Classique, $2.80, $2 for 6, Golden Tulip.
For Mamselle Ends, 440 190, 5 Lost Classique 270, and number 6 Golden Tulip 210.
Dan Sakos has taken it out. Second official to number 5 Lost Classique, Neville Wilson, and third number 6 Golden Tulip, ridden by Brett Preble. 4, 5 and 6 official, and the time 1 minute 3.02. 1 minute 3.02. Well, that was a terrific fighting performance from Mazelda Ends to win. She hunted through on the inside to head Julia Cleo before the home turn. She cornered about a half in front. Julia Cleo then rolled off the fence, and Lost Classique, who'd had a much easier run than any of them, sprinted very quickly and joined Mazelda Ends at the 200, but she really knuckled down to the task. She's a great little fighter.
Great deals make these Mitsubishis.
They're off and racing now, and in fact Elite Trooper on the inside flew the gates and landed about a length and a half in advance of Saltai, who began quickly out in the centre. Smartly into stride 2 further out is Sky Baron. Into the west is crossing over from Bay Sara the fence. Just in behind them then King of Atlantis settling on the outside of Cipriani. Next to last then is Double Wish, and last of all is Stand Firm. They sort themselves out along the back, and Saltai goes to the front now, and at the 1400 metre mark leads by 2 or 3 lengths on Sky Baron travelling second. 3/4 of a length off third. On the inside is Elite Trooper in a good spot. A length and a quarter further back, then improving is Bay Sara. A half off on the outside into the west. A similar distance further afield then to Cipriani, kicking up on the inside. A length and a half further back then came King of Atlantis, being shaded on the inside now by Double Wish. And last of all is Stand Firm. They have 1,000 metres left to go on the inner track, and Saltai dictating terms in front. He's had it all his own way, and he's set a pretty good bat too. He leads by a length and 3/4 over Sky Baron travelling second. In third spot then Elite Trooper on the inside of Bay Sara. 2 lengths off then came into the west around the outside of Cipriani, getting a bit of a go on King of Atlantis, getting a dream run up on the inside. The next one next to last is Double Wish, and it's back there towards the tail along with Stand Firm. They come down to approach the home corner now. 450 metres left to go on the long striding Saltai is clear. He swings the bend about a length and a half on Sky Baron. Joining in on the outside of the track then is Bay Sara, and Elite Trooper is getting a lovely split up on the inside. King of Atlantis angling for a run. Into the west is down the outside with Cipriani and Stand Firm. Any one of them can win at the 200 metre mark, where Bay Sara goes to the front. Elite Trooper is going with it, and these two settle down to fight it out. Elite Trooper just in advance of Bay Sara. Head and head they go. Elite Trooper in front. Bay Sara coming again nearing the line. Bay Sara dives. Oh, don't know. Could have got there, Bay Sara over Elite Trooper, but it's very close. King of Atlantis was third. The next one, Stand Firm, followed by Cipriani. The next one then into the west. They were followed by Sky Baron. Saltai knocked up, and last of all was Double Wish.
Close go to Basara, 380 170, or number 5 Elite Trooper, 660 220, with 7 for third. King of Atlantis 180.
Side Elite Trooper. Elite Trooper has come again, and if you've got to go one way, maybe it's Bay Sara on the outside, but Elite Trooper has kicked again right on the line. Oh dear, it's desperately close, but we'll leave that one up to the judge from this angle, but I think Bay Sara. Anyway, we'll stand by for the official placings following the running of race 6. Should Bay Sara get it, Bay Sara will pay on the New South Wales tote $4.10 and $1.50. Should it go the other way, number 5 Elite Trooper, it'll pay $6.40 and $2.10. And number 2 does get it, number 2 Bay Sara. Number 2 Bay Sara is first, ridden by Brian York. Second place goes to number 5 Elite Trooper, and the third will be number 7 and that is King of Atlantis, ridden by Mark de Montfort. As I said, in New South Wales, number 2, Bay Sarah, should pay $4.10 and $1.50, $2.10 for number 5 and $2 for number 7. The winner, number 2, Bay Sarah, is a 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Pre Catalan from Miss Zen, raced by Pierre Giovanone, J.P. Stevens and A. Russo, trained by Steve Engelbrett at Warwick Farm and ridden by Brian York. Second place to number 5, Elite Trooper, a 4-year-old chestnut gelding by Ron Bond from Production Run, raced by I.J. Thompson, Mrs. M.E. Thompson, John McNair of Gosford, the trainer, Craig Carmody, the rider. And in third place, number 7, King of Atlantis, a 5-year-old bay gelding by New Atlantis from Janina, raced by Mrs. K.M. Borgia, J. Ruse, P. Charnock and L.N. Mitchell. Jeff Borgia of Randwick, the trainer. Mark de Montfort was the rider. Now, the margins and times will be to hand shortly, but in New South Wales, we have the totes. And the winner, number 2, Bay Sarah, paid for the win, $4.10 and $1.50, $4.10, $1.50.
And we're back at Canberra, and I'm about to be joined by a man who's enjoying a very, very good weekend. A Group 1 winner yesterday, and already 3 winners around Australia so far this afternoon, and there could be more in store. Clary, good to see you. Congratulations on Encounter's victory in the Futurity yesterday. It was a narrow victory, but it was his 5th Group 1, so I guess it was no fluke.
No, Matt, that's right. He's, it was good for him to win because he's a professional racehorse. He likes, he's a very honest horse. He's a good. And to see him win again, it was good. And he only got beat, he won 2 starts ago, but people seem to forget that they want to sort of half-bag horses if they get beat. But he's a very honest horse. It was good to see him win.
And Shane's been telling us for quite some time, he's the sort of horse that just improves the more racing he does. Do you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, the horse seems to do that. A lot of my horses do, but he does especially. I told the connections before the race yesterday, it's the fittest I've had him this campaign, and it's about his 5th run, but he was really bloom yesterday, and going into the race I was very, very happy.
Where's he going now, Clary? Is the Doncaster the ultimate aim?
Yeah, it's $1 million race, so it's our aim, yeah. So at the moment he's on his way back from Melbourne. We loaded him up this morning around about 9:30, and he's coming back to Sydney. Probably running the Chipping Norton Stakes next Saturday, as long as he does okay. The George ride, and 2 or 3 weeks after that, and then Doncaster after that. Yeah.
Terrific. I think you'll have some fun with him over the Sydney Autumn Carnival. You're here at Canberra today. Singer is your representative. He'll coincidentally race in the Encounter colours in the Tooheys Black Opal Preview. He's had the 3 starts and never missed prize money. He'd have to be a chance.
Yeah, I think he'll be a chance in the race. It's a good field, this field today. I was hoping I'd come down for an easy race, but it's not going to be easy. It's a good field, and he's a fairly honest horse. As you say, the 3 starts have all been good, and I expect the horse to run very well because he's an improving type of horse also. He's getting better with racing, and he's sort of learning still, but, I think it'd be hard to beat.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on him. You're having a great day. Congratulations.
Thanks very much, Matt. Thank you.
Clary Connors there. As I said, he's having a wonderful weekend, and he's still got Singer to come in the Tooheys Black Opal Preview. That race a little bit later this afternoon, Nick.
Thanks very much, Matt. It's been a great weekend for him, hasn't it? The end of February, early March for Clary Connors, with Encounter winning that Group 1 yesterday, and, of course, with Singer coming up this afternoon. He's already had 3 winners as well, as Matthew mentioned. We'll take a break on Sky and be right back.
$1 race.
It's a good quality field too, Matthew. No doubt about that. Splendid Horse opened up favourite on course. $3.30 the tote. That price was mirrored with the bookmakers. They got hammered. But having said that, there's been very good local support on course for number 7 Speed Week too. So the locals are certainly sticking by the local charge trained by John Morrissey. Look, Speed Week's drawn barrier 3. He's going to get absolutely box suited. Half brother to Keltrees. He looks absolutely magnificent. I had a good look at him last October when he won here. He's grown. He's filled out. He's much improved horse. His track work this week's been tip-top, and I just feel he's going to get a better run in transit than the favourite Splendid Horse, who I'm terrified of. I can see him chiming in, Splendid Horse. He looks magnificent in the mounting yard. Brian Guy's turned him out in fantastic order. Dangers, Singer looks very well. He'll hit the line well, and certainly his form around Paris Dreams tip-top. Wailini caught the eye. Only a small type, but certainly races will go forward, and that's an advantage here this afternoon. But summing it up, Matthew, 7 from 8 and 5.
7, 8, 5. Thanks, Nick.
Well done, Matt. Thanks, Mike. Said Adelaide.
They are ready.
21 by the stewards acting on veterinary advice. Number 4, Mr. Bow, a late scratching from the Black Opal Preview. Well, that's bad luck for trainer Barbara Joseph and jockey John Scorse. Mr. Bow taken out at the barrier. Now waiting on Jabberwocky and Dulcinea to move along. And the riderless one, Sweet Spirit. Yeah, that's bad luck for Barbara Joseph and John Scorse. They won the first 2 races here today. And John Scorse has already ridden a treble. And I would have assumed that Mr. Bow would have had a strong chance in the Win Television Black Opal preview. Mr. Bow taken out at 4.21. Now Sweet Spirit goes up. Waiting on Dulcinea and Jabberwocky. Greenhouse Express towards the inside stands up. Camarina and Speed Week. Bundu Boy, Blackstone. Now the line is almost set. Jabberwocky goes up. Final Queen stands well. Now here's Dulcinea being led forward. Dulcinea goes up. Now Final Queen is not quite in, although I think Final Queen has been backed out of the stall. Stand by. More drama. Hello. Right. Okay, thank you. Now please note Final Queen became fractious in the stalls and has been taken out for a vet's examination. That's the reason Final Queen was backed out, became fractious in the stalls, but appears to be okay. All the way from Geelong, I think. Final Queen, yes, Geelong, Greg Webb, the trainer, and Jason Webb, his son, is riding Final Queen here this afternoon. Now Final Queen goes up. Oh, there's one rearing. Goodness gracious me, one on the outside. Reared very high in the stalls. More drama here. Now, number 17 it is. Sweet Spirit. Sweet Spirit reared very high. Now the rider has been thrown out of the back here. The rider's on the ground, and that is Matt Pravado, so more drama. Sweet Spirit reared very high and catapulted Matt Pravado onto the ground behind the stalls. And he's sitting up, but he's back on the ground, Matt Pravado. So yet more drama here prior to the running of the Win Television Black Opal preview. So we could have another late scratching here if Matt Pravado is not well enough to ride this particular filly. The late scratching, of course, Mr. Bow. All the other runners are standing up well. Camarina getting set at Caulfield. Just about set at Caulfield. Now they're set Caulfield.
Yeah, they are. So what we'll do is we'll take you to Johnny Russell. Let you know what's happening in Canberra in a moment. Here's race 7. Thanks, Johnny.
Now Copeland coming in, only a couple to move up here. Big Fancy and Zale to complete the line. So they'll soon be ready. Big Fancy moves in, Zale to come up. Line just about complete for the second last here at Caulfield. Zale completes the line. Gold Time standing up well, they're ready. The 1400. And they're off. Gold Time first into stride. In advance there of Nasberg, who jumped out nicely, and also Way Well has listened to Effendi going forward. And they were followed by Brave Strikers showing early dash, and just in behind them Big Fancy. Settling into stride over the hill they race and listen to Effendi. Taken on and headed by Big Fancy, a length and a half. Brave Strike being followed by Extended Warranty and Sir Knight behind them. Gold Time is on the rails. Dancing Sculptor further back in the field. Bold Command followed by Zale on the outside of Northern Poet, a length to Copeland. Nasberg getting back in the field, followed by Carlalea, and Lauderdale is back at the tail. Racing down the side past the 800, and Big Fancy skipped away about 3 lengths to listen to Effendi. 5 lengths further back as Brave Strike, a length and a half Extended Warranty, and they're going hard in the lead. 2 lengths further back as Gold Time on the inside of Sir Knight. 2 lengths away Dancing Sculptor, followed by Northern Poet, a length and a half. Nasberg making ground. Bold Command hard ridden. Further back in the field is Zale, followed by Copeland, who's a long way off the lead. Carlalea second last, and Lauderdale is last of all. Round the turn, Big Fancy about 4 lengths in advance of Listen to Effendi. Brave Strikers third. A good long gap to Gold Time. Extended Warranty back behind them, followed further back by Sir Knight. Big Fancy is the leader, and they're starting to close the gap now. Listen to Effendi running on well along the inside. Deeper on the track as Brave Striker. Gold Time finishing well, followed by Sir Knight, is coming through in the centre with a very strong run. Big Fancy about to be tackled by Sir Knight. Brave Striker and Northern Poet right over on the outside, swapping them. Northern Poet on the outside, and Sir Knight as they reach the line. I'll give it to Sir Knight just ahead of Northern Poet, and a tight one ahead of Brave Striker.
They're doing it well. About 2 in front of Splendid Horse. Jabberwocky Lucky third on the outside. A further break in the field as they race up towards the turn. Wallini on the outside. Dulcinea followed by Singer gaining ground. Then Greenhouse Express down towards the inside. A further break then came Bundu Boy, followed by Yundong well back, County Harvest. And the next one was Final Keen, followed by Camarina in the straight with about 350 to go. Shaken up. The leader was Speed Week on the outside. Splendid Horses trying hard. In behind those, Wallini running on. But here comes Splendid Horse. Splendid Horse moved up on the outside of Speed Week. They're clear. Splendid Horse put the head in front. Splendid Horse is in front as they get down towards the line. And Splendid Horse wins the preview. Splendid Horse draws away on the line. Speed Week is second. Singer third, a good run. In behind those, Wallini followed by Kalanick and Dulcinea. The next one was County Harvest, followed by Greenhouse Express, well back Camarina, followed by Jabberwocky, Yundong, Blackstone and Bundu Boy, and one of the last was Final Queen across the line in the Black Opal preview.
Well, there it was, and it was 8 Splendid Horse at $2.70 for the win. Corey Brown in the saddle for trainer Brian Guy. Speed Week second and Singer third, so they were the favourite 3 on the Black Opal preview. Now, we obviously couldn't bring you all that race because they were running at Caulfield at that particular stage. Race number 7 on the program. And Sir Knight, the winner over Northern Pot, will get third in a moment there. The number 2, Sir Knight, the winner at $6.90. Now, Brave Strike has run third there, number 5. Thanks, Johnny. So 2, 3, 5. Those numbers on race number 7 at Caulfield. Now, the 7th at the harness at Hamilton is coming up in about a minute from now. Number 1 is Glendronach at $2.10, and it's going to be...
Rainbow Glendronach, the best back runner, 190. 5.30 Ship's Fire. 8.50 What a View, who wears the all-white. They're set in the cup, and they're off. And Glendronach on the inside began well today. He's going through and trying to lead the race. Count Low Bell second, and look at the Narrow Realm. He's in behind the leader. Narrow Realm, he'll boot up on the inside. No, he won't boot up on the inside of Count Low Bell, who's able to just get in. Robbins Boy pinged away off the 10. He's already to 4th, and Haller's Boy 5th. There's a galloper early, and it's Majestic Manwara. All Benz has gone to the inside of him, and then Chaser Rainbow. Ship's Fire stepped brilliantly off the 20. He's already passed What a View. And over on the inside, My Jasper. And 20 metres away is My Shaka Zulu at the tail of the field. There's 2.5 laps to go now as they wheel along the back. Glendronach, the favourite in front in the Hamilton Cup. He's 4 metres clear from Count Low Bell on his back second, and Robbins Boy, the old stager, has to sit up without cover third. 3 back along the inside was Narrow Realm, and 1 by 1 is Heller's Boy. What a View is 3 wide and asked to go around Majestic Manwara, and All Benz is 4 back on the fence. On his back is My Jasper, and Chaser Rainbow is in the running line. Then My Shaka Zulu and Ship's Fire now back at the tail of the field. They've completed the first circuit. They come into the post with 2 to go. Glendronach is the leader. He leads by 3 metres. 2 on the outside second. What a View in the all-white, and third the leader's back is Count Low Bell. The Gawler Cup winner of this year, 1 by 1 Robbins Boy. And the local hope Narrow Realm is 3 back along the fence. They're followed next in the running line by Haller's Boy, who's around the former Ararat Cup winner All Benz. Next in the race now, and taking off with a 3 wide move, 2 is Majestic Manwara, the 4-year-old. And going now to get onto his back is My Jasper. My Shaka Zulu follows the inside, and the former Queenslander Ship's Fires into that 3 wide line. Around the Hamilton Cup winner of 97, Chaser Rainbow, who's out to the tail. Lead time was 1:14.1. First quarter in a 32.2. They're 1,100 metres from home. Glendronach is the leader. Margin 2 metres. 2 What a View. 3 wide on the track is Majestic Manwara. The leader's back is Count Low Bell, and 3 back along the inside was Narrow Realm. 1 by 1 in the centre was Robbins Boy. 3 deep with a cart home on the back of Majestic Manwara was My Jasper. Haller's Boys between them. Buried up on the inside next was All Benz. Ship's Fire 3 wide and 3 back with a round to go. Then Chaser Rainbow, and My Shaka Zulu was last the second quarter in 30.1. They've stepped it up as they go to the back 600 metres out in the Grand Central Hotel Hamilton Pacing Cup of 98. Glendronach the favourite, the one to beat. 2 metres to What a View. Third the inside Count Low Bell, and 3 wide Majestic Manwara around Robbins Boy. He's sweating on away clear, followed by My Jasper. Then Narrow Realm, Haller's Boy driven along. Ship's Fire still a long way back. Then All Benz Chaser Rainbow, and they've dropped off My Shaka Zulu. 30 seconds dead for the third quarter. 300 metres out. Can they gun down Glendronach? He's the leader by 2 metres at the 200, and the whips are out now. Count Low Bell gets out. Deeper out on the track, My Jasper and Robbins Boy, but Pulicino said go. Glendronach got away from Count Low Bell, Majestic Manwara, and Robbins Boy, and Glendronach will win the Cup. Glendronach all the way by 4.5 metres and almost a dead heat for second. Robbins Boy late over Count Lobel, the rails Majestic Man Warra close up. Then What a View, wider out was My Jasper, followed by All Bends, Haller's Boy, then Narrow Realms, Ship's Fire, Never a Winning Commodity, followed by Chaser Rainbow, last in My Shaka Zulu in a final quarter of 29 and 1.
Okay, well, Glendronach the winner into $1.90 and the favourite getting home at Hamilton, race number 7. Race 6 at Caloundra, number 1 is...